Check, check. Microphone check on 1 2 1 2. What's up, peeps? Hey, hey. Crypto Hop coming in here, checking in with you here. Hey, I got to, I want to take a macro look, a macro perspective of some things that's going on with the market. I wanted to sit here and share with one of my mentors. I really respect this gentleman, the economic ninja. When he gets going in his when the wood starts burning between his ears and he starts answering questions and going, it's fascinating how much experience and how knowledgeable this young man is. So, and just there's a couple clips here that just we have to move our mindset into this macro economic cycle mindset to where you got to make some moves at some point. You got to pull some chips off the table. Um, strategically, right? And so we have, I've learned like you have a long-term hold bag, right? Is one place you should be. There's swing trading, okay? That's a smaller time frame. And then there's don't day trade, people, by the way. I've tried it. I mean, you can, to each their own. I've tried day trading in a couple different capacities. For me personally, it's not my style. It's too stressful. It doesn't make sense. I mean, I just, money, it's when you work hard for your money and you can see it slip away like this, and then you make a bunch and then down, it's too stressful. So anyway, I want to share this with y'all. This is the infamous economic ninja. Like I said, he's taught me a lot, but he's got a couple of things to say here that are really compelling. In terms of the macro perspective, that was my goal today, is try to find some macro knowledge on the market that we're in right now. Check it out.
Economic ninja here. I want to warn you about what I believe is coming next in the economy. And there is going to be this wishy-washiness that is going to throw a lot of people off. They're not going to know which way's up. People are going to sell some things at a loss. Some people aren't going to sell when prices are right, whether that be in real estate, crypto, gold and silver, stocks. And I want to talk about the next 90 days. I believe it's very important that we go over this. So let's start with what happened this weekend. We just saw the biggest crashes in crypto history, right? Because of this trade war between US and China. We also saw one of the largest amounts of money lost in a stock market downturn just on Friday afternoon, even worse than the Lehman Brothers crash, okay? All of that amount, all of the money wiped out is gone forever. Leveraged positions, people that took money, put it somewhere, it's gone. That money is not going to cycle into the economy, okay? So velocity is going to slow down over the next 90 days. Also, in the next 90 days, we are going to see the data come out from bank write-downs because of their long positions that got wiped out, their positions, and they're going to be running to other assets to be able to help with margin calls. And this collapse in there are banks, you're going to find out in January, that were leveraged in the crypto markets worse than what happened to FTX, okay? And that took out 8 national banks, large banks, all right? Very important that we realize this. We're going to see banking banks go under, some of them, not a big, not like all of them, right? But you're going to see them closing their doors in 2026. All right. You're going to see gold and
Okay, that was one thing though. And then so lastly, I'm going to go to the end here where he's talking about potential moves here in the next 39 to 90 days.
if I'm right, by the point, if I don't know if it's a prophecy or not, but by the time Bitcoin rips and then dips, when Bitcoin hits 150 grand, if silver is $35, I am going to be taking a majority of my Bitcoin and I am going to be buying physical silver, pulling it off the market and vaulting it in major vaults around North and South America. You're at the mania phase. So it's going to be the hardest thing to get people that are up 2-3x on crypto to sell. I know it sounds crazy. It's the hardest thing in the world to convince someone that's up. You want to know why? The greed takes over and they go, but tomorrow I could have this much more money. It's like, You got to pull a little bit back. We got to pull a little bit back. Remember, we're practicing being meek, meekness. The meek shall inherit the earth. It doesn't say, God didn't say in the Bible, oh, God's children will inherit the earth. Never, I don't know of a whole spot that says that. It's a mindset, okay? So we've got to get into that mindset. So as of right now, just curious, live, gold was negative, but now they're both up nominally, right? Gold and silver's up. If you look at crypto's bouncing off of its lows today. It was down like what, 4% for Bitcoin, and now it's only down like 2.7%. So you're seeing these waves, and this is where, like, when somebody dies, what does their heart do? It goes into VFib and it starts to flutter rather than going boom 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 boom, right? It starts to flutter, and that's what your market's doing right now, okay? But it's going to flutter, and then it's going to get this jolt of electricity, probably a positive tweet from the White House. Hey, we're coming to a deal, it looks like. Hey, we're having drinks, or soda pop, and we're doing, we're having things with China, and everything's looking pretty positive, and you're see boom, and then boom, and this is when you're at this end of cycle, okay? We already had a pretty good banking crisis 2 years ago. And I want to remind you, if you go look at the 2008 Great Recession, when all these banks were closing up and lending houses, 2 years before that, we had a banking crisis and banks closed their doors, a handful of them in 2005, 2006. Go back and look on the Fed's website of bank closures and their cycles, and you'll see that this is lining up just like it did from 2006 to the 2008 crash. All right. I just wanted to put this video out. These are good times. I would not be selling my crypto at a loss right now. I'm not. I've still got a little bit of cash to deploy. Remember, my portfolio one day before this big crash, I was 26% in cash. I deployed 75% of that cash the day of the crash, and I've held back about 20%. No, sorry, more than that.
All right, that's the key there. The times are not as crazy as we think. So the key point there that I want to make, the ninja talk, don't sell your crypto at a loss right now. I know we have these dump offs, and you want to people want to kind of save what they've got left. This is not financial advice, but take a look. Okay, here's this Bitcoin chart. I'm going to leave you guys with a couple charts real quick here. This candle today right here was much bigger. Okay, this candle started out much big. It was all the way down to this wick. So the bottom of the candle is the low that it could potentially close at. So see, so it's clicking up. Okay, this is a upward trend. We're reaching this other support level here around 114. Okay, I gotta get my other screen to get that my pointer in the right place there. Yeah, so it's about 117. Sorry, 117 is that resistance level up top. So just technical analysis speaking, we got to bump above that 117, and then we'll see. Okay, nothing's for sure in this crazy game. Just along with technical analysis, people, I've learned just really pay attention to the fundamentals when the humans start speaking. Okay, and we're looking at profit taking, and we're looking at different things with the volumes and the sell walls, and there's other technical indicators to look at. But when the president sends out tweets, when some higher economic, when the SEC does things, you have to look at the news as well as the technicals. Look what happened the other day. One negative tweet with tariffs. I mean, it was historic. It was historical, and it was. I don't know. I'm not going to go into that whole thing, but it's didn't make me happy. I feel like we're not as in control as much as we think we are, which is fine. We just need to follow those who are. Okay, look at these similar. That's Ethereum, very similar looking chart. Here's XRP, similar looking chart. These things kind of move together. Solana, similar looking chart. Okay, so hey peeps, with that said, just wanted to share that with you. And it's really hard to do, but during these stressful times, try to try to move your focus away from the everyday focus in your workstation. Okay, it can be stressful. Um, that's why I do things. I put anyway. Hey, I put the Hydro link in there as well. The Hydro water helps me. I'm not. I've had this for some time now. So the Hydro, it helps me drink more water. Number one, drinking more water. If you click that link, there's 1,400 studies on this stuff. I wasn't sure about it at first until I wanted to take a personal take, but I got a little affiliate link if you want to click in the description. I appreciate it. Not too many people have looked at it, but I'm telling you, I'm not here to try to sell something that I don't believe in myself, right? I only get a couple bucks per sell if you guys buy a bottle, so it's no big deal. Click that link, check out the Hydro. It's just fun anyway. It's kind of you click the button and it puts the hydrogen in the water, which there is already hydrogen in water, but this is hydrogen gas, so it's different. But anyway, all right, I wanted to share that with you guys. Crypto Hop. If I see anything up pertinent, I'm going to come back in, let you know. Signing off. Enjoy the rest of your day. The seasons are changing, right? We got a little more weather. Might be time to get the fireplace kicking. Um, and hey, leave you with this. Go Dodgers. All right. Peace out, everybody. Peace out.